Okay, it's 11 o'clock. I think everyone's here that who wants to be here is here. So, good morning and welcome to the annual general meeting and special meeting of shareholders of Aurora Spine Corporation. My name is David Rosenkrantz, and I'm a director of Aurora Spine Corporation. I'll act as chairman for today's meeting. I'd like to thank everyone for joining, and I see some names that I'm not familiar with, perhaps, but welcome. With me, we have Trent Northcutt, Director and Chief Executive Officer of Aurora Spine, and David Meyer, our Chief Legal Officer of the corporation and its Corporate Secretary. And David Meyer will act as Secretary for today's meeting. We've asked certain shareholders to put forward the motions that are required. That's not unusual. If you have questions that are specific to the business of the meeting, it's outlined in the management circular. That was distributed to shareholders with the notice of meeting. Those should be asked at the time the business was for the meeting. If you have questions about the actual operations of the business or any other questions for management, we can do that when the meeting is terminated. I've appointed Rosa Garofalo of TSX Trust Company, the corporation's registrar and transfer agent, to act as scrutineer for today's meeting. Welcome, Rosa. The notice calling the meeting and access instructions for the accompanying material have been mailed to all shareholders of the corporation, all directors, and the auditor of the corporation. Additional copies of the meeting can be made available if you need them. Secretary of the meeting has provided me with the proof of service of such mailing. Accordingly, the reading of the notice meeting will dispense with that. Prior to the commencement of the meeting, the Secretary reported that on the basis of the registration of shareholders this morning and proxy submitted, a quorum is present at this meeting. I've asked the scrutineer to deliver their formal report on our attendance as soon as available. I'll just ask Rosa, do you have that now, or is it not available yet?
Yeah, I can read out the numbers, David.
Sure.
We've got one holder represented in person or by proxy at the meeting, holding 2,321,486 shares. 43 management proxies received, representing 26,399,408 shares, for total representation at the meeting 28,720,894 shares, which is 36.78% of the issued and outstanding.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So we have a quorum. We've heard from the scrutineer as to who is here in person and who is being represented by proxy. Each shareholder of the corporation is entitled to one vote for each share held. In order to expedite the voting on the matters before the meeting, I propose to conduct the voting on all matters by show of hands or by voice, where each person present entitled to vote will have one vote, unless the shareholder demands that a ballot be conducted. First item of business, the fiscal year ended December 31st, 2025, together with the auditor's report thereon, and copies of the foregoing are available for inspection. If you need them, let me know. They're available online. I propose to dispense with the reading of such statements in the report. While shareholders are not required to approve these financial statements, the financial statements and report from the auditor are available from the Secretary for inspection if anyone needs them. And if you have questions on that aspect, we'll do it after the termination of today's meeting. Election of directors is the next item of business, and I now declare the meeting open for nominations for the election of directors to hold office for the ensuing year until their successors are elected or appointed. I ask David Meyer to nominate the persons listed in the Management Information Circular for election as directors for the coming year, each of whom has agreed to serve as a director if elected. David?
I nominate Trent J. Northcutt, David Rosenkrantz, Tracy A. Graff, J. Darrell McClellan, and Michael Seid for election as directors of the corporation for the ensuing year or until their successors are elected or appointed.
Trent, could you second that motion, please?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I second that nomination.
Thank you. Any further nominations? Hearing none, I declare the nominations are closed and ask Trent to now move the confirming resolution.
Resolved that all nominees are hereby elected as directors of the corporation for the ensuing year or until their successors are elected or appointed.
Okay, can I get a second, David?
Mr. Chairman, I second the nomination.
All those in favor of the resolution, please do so either verbally or raising your hands. Hearing none against, that motion is passed unanimously. I didn't hear any contrary. Declare those nominated be elected. Appointment of auditors. The next item of business is the appointment of auditors for the current year. I would ask for a motion appointing auditors for the current year.
Resolved that MNP LLP Chartered Professional Accountants are hereby appointed auditors of the corporation to hold office until the close of the next annual meeting of shareholders or until their successors are appointed and the board of directors is authorized to fix their remuneration.
Can I get a second, Trent, please?
I second that, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Anyone not in favor? So hearing none, and any of the participants on it, so hearing none, that motion is also passed. Approval of the amended and restated stock option plan is the next item of business to consider and to pass a resolution in the form included in the management information circular approving the amended and restated stock option plan of the corporation as described in the circular. A copy of the form of the resolution to approve the stock option plan was included in the circular and is also available if someone requires it now. Are there any questions regarding this matter? So hearing none, we have a motion to approve the stock option plan of the corporation.
I move that the stock option plan of the corporation be approved.
Thank you, Trent. Can I get a second, please?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Thank you, David. All those in favor of the resolution, please so signify by raising your hands. Any contrary votes? Hearing none, I declare the resolution carried. I'll ask you if there's any further business anyone wants to raise at the meeting. Okay, as there's no further business to be brought before the meeting, I want to thank all of you for taking the time to attend. We'll ask the secretary to move the termination of the meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the meeting be terminated.
May I have the motion seconded?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
All those in favor, please signify. Is there any contrary? If so, please say so now. I declare the motion carried. Hearing none, and the meeting terminated. Thank you. That's the formal part of the meeting. I'd like to turn it over to management. If there's any questions for management or you'd like to make a presentation at this point in time, the meeting's open to do so. First, let me just ask if there's any specific questions from anyone in attendance. Okay, hearing none. Trent, I'm not sure what you would like to address at the meeting, but the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It was a terrific year for the company. We saw that the company has made continued strides growing the business and continue to make strides in minimally invasive spine procedures. And we look forward to a very prosperous 2026. And I thank everyone who attended.
Okay.
Okay. Are there any other questions? Rosa, thank you.
Thank you, Rosa.
Thank you, Rosa. Gosh, Rosa's gone. She had to go to jump to another meeting.
Okay, yep. Okay.
Any other questions from the people that are on our call? Shareholders? Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.